More people at Wembley than ever before. They've jammed in a few more seats to bring it up to 100,000. And the King is here to greet the teams in the match that's supposed to be over before it starts. The experts are calling Wolverhampton Wanderers this year's wonder team. And apparently the only thing the experts are interested in now is by how many goals the Wolves are going to win. But it doesn't take the 100,000 long to find out how wrong the experts can be. Football is a wonderful game. The Queen is here too, to see Portsmouth in white shorts and the Wolves in the dark. And Guthrie wins the toss for Pompey. And from the kick-off, the experts must be holding their breath. For the boys from the Naval Port, who only a few weeks ago were fighting against relegation to the second division, are right on top. And mighty Scott, the Wolves goalie, is as busy as a flea at a party. No score for the first 31 minutes. Then Morgan of Portsmouth kicks a long ball down the field to Anderson. Anderson to Barlow, who left the Wolves only 2 months ago, and Barlow turns the tables on his old team to put Portsmouth 1 up. Flags flying in the Navy. After that, you'd think the Wolves would fight back, but they don't seem to have the chance, as wave after wave of the Portsmouth attack surges round the Wolves' goal. One minute from half-time and another Portsmouth onslaught. The ball swings over from the right and runs loose to Anderson. Anderson puts it just wide of Scott's right hand and makes it 2 up at half-time. So the Navy splices the main brace. The second half opens with sensation. Anderson kicks off, and within 30 seconds, Barlow drives for the Wolves' goal. Scott saves, but Parker rushes in to make it 3 for Pompey. The Navy fires a salute. With 3 goals in hand, Pompey seem to be back on their heels, and the Wolves are beginning to howl round the Portsmouth door at last. And here comes the magnificent Wolves movement as Burton runs in, and Dorsett sends over a superb cross shot to make it 3-1. The Navy's flags are at half-mast. That odd goal brings the crowd to its toes for some of the finest football ever seen at Wembley in a cup final. Keep your eye on Scott with the number 1 on his back in the Wolves' goal, for a series of saves with a touch of genius. But Scott can't hold off the mass attack forever, and Pompey get yet another. So the end comes with Portsmouth the cup winners by 4 goals to 1. They got to the final 10 years ago and were beaten. All right, pal, we know how many beans make 4. They got to the final 5 years ago and were beaten again. But the third time, well, you know the rest, as Guthrie comes up for the happiest moment of his life. We all know that the Navy is Britain's sure shield, but the sailors won't be on the water tonight.